Hello, everyone. I'm gonna put my books away. You got important stuff people don't need to see. Welcome, everyone. I just seen that people wonder why I'm still here. I just came on to share some dinner with you. I made cheese tortillas. First, I just like heated them up on the burner, and then I put them in a pan in the oven. I put cheese on it, and this is mayo, mustard, and ketchup mixed together. And that's what I'm eating today. Had a busy day. Went to see my doctor. Had to make some phone calls and stuff like that. My life is going through financial construction right now. So I'm a little stressed out. So I haven't been on. I didn't want to be on here too much, but I thought I'd come share a little food with you. Oh, sorry, I didn't share it with you guys. Here you go. Have a bite. Yum yum. Mm-mm-mm. So if you message me on Facebook and I don't message you back right now, don't be insulted or hurt or anything like that, because right now for me it's hard enough for me to right now call all the people I have to call for my financial stuff and everything, my health and all that stuff that I'm going through right now. It's a lot of people that I have to call and all the time, and a lot of appointments and stuff like that. So if I don't get back to you, I'm taking a month of October off. If I show up, if you guys see me, you see me. I am going to still do the healing reading tomorrow or the next day, or I might even do it tonight. But that's going to be on Cast Love 101, and but there's not going to be a lot of videos and stuff like that I'm going to be making right now because I'm doing a lot of stuff. Hey, Will. Sometimes we have to go through our own stuff and do our own stuff. Hmm. Well, I'm doing as good as I can, Will. I have no income right now. No income at all right now. I'm under review right now, like it's going at financial construction right now. My life is under financial construction. But I'm hoping that it leads to wonderful places and wonderful things. I'm keeping my heart positive. It's a little harder to keep my mind positive, but my heart is still staying positive. So whatever happens, I hope it's for like it's a good change. Whatever change is going to come from this, I hope it's a good one. I feel like it's going to be good changes. I've done a lot of work. I've put a lot of time and effort into my channels, like what I do, and hopefully that will pay off. Hopefully I can do something that has to do with some of those things. Hmm. Thanks, Will. How you been, Will? How's Texas? Sometimes you just gotta eat corn. I mean, I don't have an appetite really, so I'm eating light stuff like this. But I really don't have an appetite. Like I have a knot in my stomach. I can't. I'm having a hard time eating. That's my sacral chakra. That's my worry chakra, right? So my trusting chakra, my worry chakra. When it's out of balance, it's a worry. But when it's in balance, it's a sacral. It's your trust. Mm-mm. You're doing wonderful. That's good to hear. Mm-mm. Yeah, everybody hit that like button as you come in, if you want to. Share my video if you want to. I mean, not this one. Maybe some other one of the other ones. Maybe off of Cast Love 111 off of that channel. There's more stuff there that's maybe more helpful. But my new channel, the one with the email, see the one that everybody subscribed to is the one I first made. So then when I made an email or a Google account, when I made a new Google account, I didn't realize what I'm doing, but I got through it somehow. My angels, thank you. Um, but I ended up with another channel. So when I did that, when I made that channel, it ended up being a different channel. So I still have the other one, but I don't have an email for it. So you guys can subscribe to both of them. I will make use of them later. The one that you want to subscribe to now is Your Story. It's called Your Story, and there is a space in between, I think. Let me see if I can find um, the link to it, and I'll post it. Mm, let's go to my community page. I should be there. Okay. The one you guys want is this one here. So everybody watching now and everybody that's going to be watching later, look in the comments, look in my chat comments. I think you have that option now. People have that option now. I will just leave this comments open. So you can just subscribe to this channel here that I'm linking right now. And that'll be the channel where I will be doing interviews and stuff with people. And you guys anybody can tell their story. And I will do an interview and then we'll make a video out of it. And we'll make it like, I know it's like telling our story is not, it's not always pretty, but we'll make it pretty. You know what I mean? We'll make it watchable. You like the pumpkin thing? Thank you. I painted like what I did last night. I was so stressed last night I couldn't sleep again. And so I painted a bunch of rocks. I painted like all the astrology signs in the rocks. And they're outside right now. I put spray. I sprayed the stuff to make them keep them. So then they're outside right now. And then I'm going to put them all along here and then do the reading with all the signs. So, yeah, everybody hit that link when you come in. And I will post it in the comments later. And then you guys can just like go to that channel and subscribe to that channel. And if you're not subscribed to my other channel, Cast Love 111, go subscribe to that one. How's Tigger doing? He's doing good, actually, since his last seizure. He's doing good. But he still has epilepsy. He always will have epilepsy, but he's doing good. He has a little bit of cognitive. He might have even had a stroke. I don't know, because he's got a little bit of like cognitive problems sometimes. Like sometimes he'll just walk kind of sideways in a way. It's just weird. Not all the time, but sometimes he will. He'll turn his head like that. I don't know. I'm not a vet. You grew up around a vet, didn't you, Will? There's JB. Mm-mm-mm. It's a lot of work to eat, you know. I should have made them crispier. They're kind of soft, but I had them crispy. Then they got soft from the steam. He staggers a little bit, yeah, while walking. Yeah, sometimes he does, yeah. Hey, Lance, long time no see. You don't love me, Lance. You don't come visit me. You're not that far away from me. You don't even come visit me. I know you don't love me. You don't love your feminine side because you don't love me. Because I am your feminine side. I'm a Gemini too, you know. How's it going? Did you guys have fun on your trip? I was a little bit jealous. You and V hanging out, and Michael and everybody hanging out, except for me. I'm the only Canadian left out again. You guys always leave me out. I'll be in Kincardine on October 22nd. Kincardine. Hey, that's not too far. What's with the new channel? It's going to be a different one. Actually, I actually opened the channel to be a business channel. So that's going to be a brand new channel. I don't know yet. My life is under construction right now. My finances are under construction. I'm not homeless, but I'm jobless, and I'm moneyless right now. I'm a bum. I'm a bum in my house. But I'm keeping my mind positive, and I'm keeping my hopes up that this will lead me to my divine purpose and be able to do it every day. Wake up in the morning, say good morning to you guys, come in here and do some spiritual guidance. That's what I want to do. I want to give spiritual guidance. I want to be a spiritual life coach. That's what I want to do. For me, it's not about the tarot readings. That's easy, man. Reading tarot is easy. Reading people's energy is easy, even without tarot. I don't need tarot to read people's energy. I only learned tarot and stuff because I want to make sense of it. And how it works. So I figured it out. So the only thing that tarot is fun. Tarot is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be for entertainment and fun. That's what really tarot is supposed to be. And I use tarot to clarify things, and that's how I can use tarot cards too. But my main readings are oracle cards. My main readings are here oracle cards. And look what I have here. I have my devotional Bible too. I have my woman's devotional Bible, right? I'm reading that too. To myself, you know what I mean? I'm reading that. I can probably get copywritten for this one because this is like written by a person and her own personal stories about life and spirituality and stuff. So I'm learning that. But yeah, I'm doing what I feel guided to do. So what are you going to travel in? Right now, my car. That's all I got until something better comes along. Until I get a vehicle that's a little bigger. I would like to get a van or like a little SUV or I want something that you can just drive, you know what I mean? And it's not noticed, it's not that obvious. I want something a little bit stealthy. Something that just looks like a normal vehicle from the outside until you get to the inside. Except for I'd love to have graffiti. I'd love to have somebody pimp out my vehicle. Like once I get one, the right one, I'd love to have someone pimp it out cast style. Yeah, and it would be all hippie, and I would have graffiti, and it would have graffiti and God, letters with graffiti with God on it, and yeah, I'll be like, my car will be like kind of like the Slab City. I'm kind of like that guy at Slab City that built all that godly stuff, you know. Amongst all the negative, he was like, "Let's build something godly." Yeah. The world is literally going crazy, okay? So, news where I was just 2 weeks ago, went to visit 2 weeks ago, that town, Leamington, right? There's a lot of different cultures there, and there's a lot of different ways that people live there. And I lived there for like 5, 6 years now. I think I lived there before. Anyways, I learned a lot of other ways of living. You know, I mean, I'm like, I'm adaptable to a point. You know, I have my own beliefs and where I really stick to a certain, you know, I don't break my own rules. And that's what's got me through life. I don't break my own rules. I don't care about anybody else's rules. I don't break my own. If I set rules for myself, I don't break them. So, but anyways, I stay to myself. I stick to myself when I have to. And I'm out with people and different cultures. And I like to mingle with different cultures at different times when I'm in a good mood. When my energy is good. That's when I like to mingle with people. But anyways, people down there, there is a lot of toxic people down there. They'll get drunk. They work all week, right? They work all week. A lot of them, they work all week. The only fun they have is on the weekend. They'll get drunk on Sunday or whatever. Saturday, Sunday, whatever. They'll get drunk or whatever. Or on the weekend. Weekend comes, they get drunk. That's what they do down there. Or they'll go out to the bars when the COVID stopped all that. But a lot of the people there, their culture is to dance. Their culture is to celebrate. And when all that COVID stuff happened, it drove a lot of those people that use those tools as a coping mechanism to being away from their families and all this stuff. They couldn't cope anymore, right? And a lot of them have lost their shit. I'm saying a lot of them have lost their shit. They just don't care anymore. They just don't care. Okay, so I'm going to get to the point. So the point is, a woman was murdered, and 4 people stood by and watched it happen. Like, we need to pray. We need to really pray, because people don't care about people anymore. Humanity. Have some love for the humanity. Humans. How could anybody have this? How can people be so numb? I don't get it. How can people be so numb? A woman gets murdered and somebody just watches their boyfriend do it. I have to tell you the truth. I think that those people should have to pay for it too. They just sat by and did nothing. They should have to pay for it too. Anyways, that was good little supper. Sorry, I had to share that with you guys. I don't mean to trigger anybody, but I know a lot of you guys watch crime, a lot of the crime stuff and a lot of the missing, and I know a lot of you guys that follow me on my channel are very wise people, and you do your own things, right? So that's why I felt like I wanted to share that with you guys, because it's just, I can't believe it. I feel like I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. And I'm sure you guys don't either. So it's like, it's shocking. It's just shocking. But it's kind of like reminds me of when I was there. When I was there and I was really sick and I was pregnant, and I understand now. I understand why nobody had my back. I understand now that there it's each to their own, each for themselves. Nobody cares about the next person. It seems like I have a few good people that I met there, a few good friends that I met there that still have a heart and they're not numb yet. But I just and the reason I'm so affected by this is because they haven't released the name of the girl yet, but they've released the name of the guy. But they haven't released the name of the girl yet, and that's like I just worry about like who she is. You know what I mean? Do I know her? Um, Stuff like that. So like I have had friends up there that I was worried about them. Um, and I can't really contact those friends because I don't have their information to get a hold of them. So, anyways, what are you guys up to? What did you guys do this week already? What is it already? Like, what is it, Tuesday? I don't even know what day of the week is. It's Tuesday. So, what did you guys up to this week? You're getting, you got some water? Getting back water. Getting back, getting, oh, getting back, getting water. Okay. So, did you hear my story? I just told you about where the guy murdered his girlfriend in front of people. So there's a guy where I went like 2 weeks ago, that town I went to visit and slept in my car. There was there's a guy that killed this woman, that killed his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend or something like that. They haven't released her name yet, but they released his. And 38 years old, the guy. I just saw 222. I just saw 222 in the clock. And I heard, this is the rumor. I don't know if it's true, and I hope it's not true. This is the rumor that there was 4 people watching him do it before anybody did anything. And I don't know who called 911. Somebody did. But when the woman was already dead. I don't know how he murdered her or whatever, but he murdered. And jealousy is so bad. Like, you know what I mean? And jealousy kills. Like, people that are jealous, they don't love themselves, because if they did love themselves, they wouldn't have all that jealousy and they would move on and get like, I mean, if there was a I don't know their situation, but if someone doesn't want you, you don't go kill them. You don't get kill them because they don't want you. You have to heal, and maybe they have to heal, right? Maybe that person has to heal, right? We all have to heal before we can step into romantic love, because healing is the first part. Because if you don't know you're a lover, how can you fall in love? How can you trust? Especially when you have trust issues, how can you trust if you don't know whether this person one day is going to murder you? Or what they believe, or what they, you know what I mean? You really got to get to know people. You can't just date people because they look good, or they talk nice, or they seem sweet. Everybody has a bad side. And until you find out the person's bad side, you shouldn't make that decision. I'm talking about myself too. Until you know everything about a person, till you know all their bad sides, you shouldn't make a decision on a relationship, because it can be detrimental. I've talking from experience. Yep. And that's why I'm single, because I keep seeing shit like this. I'm like, no, I want the ride or die, man. I want the ride or die. Like, fuck that. I want nothing else but ride or die. I want somebody that loves me as much as they love themselves. I want somebody that I love as much as they love me. You know what I mean? I want somebody that's equal love, that loves themselves and loves you. You know what I mean? I'm someone that loves themselves too. Because when you love yourself, you know what to do to show others that you love them. You have to love yourself first to be able to show others what love is. Some people don't know. Some people think attraction is love. A lot of people think that physical attraction is not love because it doesn't always, we change. Look at him. Look at me. I can change every day. I can change. I'm like, what do you call it? I've heard this word, but it's in a good way. I can't be one person all the time. Like I can't be a certain, I can't have a certain look all the time because if I have a certain look, then only the certain personality of me comes out. And I can't help that. So if I want to spice up my personality, I have to change my hair color, put on a wig, or I don't know, do something different about me. Like for me, normal me is just me. Like spicing it up, that's fun. But I'm gonna do that every day. Unless I had somebody like, a makeup artist and doing that for me every day, making me look pretty. But you never heard the song? You guys ever heard the song? She ain't pretty, she just looks that way. What do you think that song is? Like, I don't know. I've never actually looked at what that song is or why they wrote that song or what is the reason for the song or whatever. But to me, the meaning of the song is, you know, prettiness is just skin deep. It's only one layer. That's only one layer of the person. So if you only want to know the person of that side, then you don't want to be in that person's life. Like if you only want to see the person's entertainment side or the fun side, then you don't want to literally be in their life. You want those people just to have fun. To have fun with, like go like do exciting things when you're bored, you know what I mean? And you don't have nobody else to go with. Like you don't have your ride or die to go with or whatever. That's when you go with the fun people because they're just fun. You know what I mean? They're just fun. So yeah, that's how I am. Like I think that, you know, because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that you can't have friends. And if you're in a relationship that is built on trust and built on true honesty, and then I feel like their trust should always be there. And as long as that person, if both people don't react to a person and what they call that, love bombing them. Okay, some people will think that the grass is greener on the other side because they get love bombed by people, or people will really give them a lot of attention, right? Well, that attention doesn't last, people, and I don't want nobody's attention. I want people's attention. I want people to acknowledge what I brought to the table, like acknowledge what I bring to the table. That's what I want people to do. Oh, you're always apologizing. Well, stop apologizing. None of us are perfect. I don't know how to spell either. So it's all good. I can read your writing anytime. I wouldn't even notice if you wrote spelled it wrong because I have what do you call it? Dyslexia? I never knew there was a word for it, but I don't always look at all the like. I don't like thoroughly read a word. When I'm reading, I kind of skim over and then I sometimes guess the words wrong. So I think they call that what I just said. Man, all these whatever titles. I don't know. Anyways, do you still have my number, Lance? Give me a text, and then I can write down the information and make sure that we can. If you're driving through here, maybe we can camp one night. You guys can camp one night here before you go further on through, or maybe I'll go with you guys, whoever goes down to where you're going. I've been there once, actually twice. I've been there twice, but I don't know what's okay, Lance. If you're still here, answer me because I want to talk about it. Because like, what is there that's fun? Because what's there that's exciting? Because all I know is that you got the Bruce nuclear plant there, which is cancerous. I don't know. What are you going to see? And then they got like some kind of aftercare facility there that I know of. Because I went there once a long time ago with my ex. I went there to take him there. Yeah. I don't know what's there. I've never actually like really explored that town. But you know, there's like historical things in almost every town, I think. So I want to explore some of the cities and towns and Ontario, because a lot of the Canadian YouTubers are already doing the northern side, the real northern side of Northwest. Is it Northwest, like Alberta and all that? You guys are a lot of you guys, a lot of my nomad friends that I met. They are down that way. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. It was 333. Oh, I mean, let's wait for 333. I'm gonna wait 2 more minutes, and we're gonna stop at 333. These are both changes, and celebrations, and makeups, and it can be about breakups too. But we don't want to talk about that one. If you're not with someone and you're not breaking up. So if you're not with someone and you're not breaking up, then you're celebrating and maybe making up. That's my intuitive message for you guys today. I'm not even doing a reading right now, but my dog wants my attention. But anyways, thanks for hitting that like button. It does help the video go around, and I know that this isn't really important. I just wanted to come on here because I know that there's a few people that messaged me, and I just don't have time to message people back right now, or the mind to do it, or the brain to do it right now. My brain is a little bit foggy and a little bit funky right now. Okay, so talk to everybody later. God bless everybody. Have a good day. Have a good week. Okay, don't be hard on yourself, guys. Be nice.